detailed, very graphic account of 15-year-old Levantre Andrews, who Dr. Larry Reed Live has acknowledged in court paperwork that has since been dismissed by Larry. That has since been dismissed because he uses the law and the church law to bully, intimidate, and in my opinion, prey on people who are financially weak, spiritually weak, mentally weak, vulnerable, and underage weak. Okay? Saying in this lawsuit that upon information and belief, Mr. Reed is the sole member of LRR. Okay? And not only that, he earns a good living creating gossip content about churches on social media. He gossips about everybody's church but his own.
Uh-oh.
But how is it that you out here exposing every church? Every church.
Come on now.
But your own. Where in the hell do they do that at, as they say? Huh? How is it that you've been out here since 2017 on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and you have coincidentally even partnered with me to expose churches, but you somehow left your church out of the expose? Huh, friend? Huh, friend? Since y'all seem to think YouTubes are friendships. I'm just appalled at how loosely y'all use the word friend these days.
Uh-oh.
Okay? Levantre, hold on. Who I have here a 13-page lawsuit. Who writes a 13-page lawsuit against someone who's accusing you of the most heinous crime in the world? Dr. Larry Reed, don't you look away from me. It's your turn now, brother. It's your turn now, brother. You've been out here on every church's block. You done talked about everybody, daddy, mama, children. Okay? But you gonna look away from me right now, brother? No. You gonna face me today. The introduction of this lawsuit that Larry filed against the accuser, Levantre Andrews, that has since been dismissed by Dr. Larry Reed Live as well after 1 month. After 1 month of filing. He says that he's an ordained minister, author, songwriter, gospel, recording artist, and actor. Reed is well known as an online commentator who discusses matters involving pop culture, politics, and religious leaders in their movements. Not allegedly. He wrote this, okay? Also goes on to say that Larry Reed Live, LLC, sponsored by the MBN Network, which is a 501c3 compliant ministry. I beg to differ, but that's a whole nother topic there, okay? LRL airs to a combined audience of nearly 400,000 people weekly on Facebook and YouTube. I should have been streaming live on Facebook tonight, because we have to reach all. We have to make sure, okay? With over 32 million views on YouTube alone, YouTube and LLR are referred to collectively as plaintiffs. This is the frivolous lawsuit he filed and dismissed less than 3 weeks after it was filed against the accuser that is here with us tonight.
Wow.
With receipts.
Wow.
He says that the defendant, Levantre Andrews, is angry with Reed for unrelated matters. Unrelated matters. How do you file a lawsuit and you say that the defendant, Levantre Adams, who was 15 years old at the time that he's alleging these things, was angry with Reed for unrelated matters, and you filed a lawsuit, but you don't put what the unrelated matters are, sir.
Uh-oh.
What are the unrelated matters? And to any other YouTuber that wants these court documents, please email us. We will gladly send you the file, and you can review them as much as you want. You break it down. You dissect it. You figure out what this language is, because I'm having a hard time. Because if in fact the defendant was angry, which he, according to the story that y'all are gonna hear tonight, he was well within his right, because he was violated at 15, according to him. He has every right to be angry. But what I'm angry about is that you had the audacity to use the money that was given to you as a 501c3 compliant ministry with a combined audience of 400,000 to use the said money to bully and intimidate victims that have a leg to stand on. But you won't say, sir, after you said about every other pastor out here, every other religious organization, why they mad, why they cheating, why they got baby mamas, why they messing with children. But you have failed to list why defendant Levontre Andrews was angry with you, because you knew motherfucking well why. Yeah. Has knowingly disseminated false allegations on at least 2 social media platforms alleging that he was touched by Reed almost 20 years ago during the time Reed was a pastor in North Carolina. The purpose of this smear campaign is to cause humiliation, embarrassment, and to tarnish the reputation of Reed and the LRRR brand. But you still ain't said what the defendant was angry about. What are those unrelated matters? And to, like I said, the YouTube bloggers that want these, Chelsea is on standby. Ready to email. You ready to email, Chelsea? Chelsea's ready to email. Okay? You guys have full. Reed is an individual that resides in Fulton County. Okay? And he is seeking, and the amount of the controversy exceeds $75,000, which means he was trying to take, not only did he, according to Levontre Adams, take something that was precious, which was his dignity and his integrity. You want to take money from him, like you took from Daryl Moore, the blogger behind everything. He is the reason why I'm able to do this now. Shout out to Daryl Moore, the cigar vlogger. Okay, I wouldn't even be able to do this if it wasn't for Daryl Moore. He planted the seed. I'm watering it, and in spring we shall watch it grow after we put out this series Sunday after Sunday. Since you want to get in the pulpit and preach on Sundays, we're gonna preach our own gospel on Sundays, and it's PPP.
Angry mad black woman.
Pastor, prophet, or what? What is it? I don't see enough likes on this video before Levontre Andrews come on, because it takes courage for a heterosexual black man to come on a platform as big as ours to air out things that grown men take to their grave. I don't see enough likes for that. Okay? I don't see enough likes for that. And a lot of y'all are mad at Daryl. Stalking. What reason would Daryl have to stalk rosea face, discolored, eyebrows arched higher than the gods, Larry Reed? Why would Daryl Moore want to stalk Larry? So you have to ask yourself, what is the why? What is the intent? This man ain't got no pictures of this man stalking him. He ain't filed no harassment paperwork on this man. He ain't getting no trespassing paperwork on Daryl Moore. Where's the paperwork? When somebody is stalking you, like how the Kobe Bryant daughters was stalked, there's paperwork filed. There's trespassing orders filed. There was nothing filed, but y'all just take his word because he has said, not God, but he has said that he is spiritually ordained. And you just say, he just says what he wants, and y'all believe it. But you don't even ask yourself, what are these unrelated allegations? And why is this boy angry? And why would Daryl Moore, a grown man, a father, a business owner, why would he want to stalk Larry Reed? And he has 4 victims that are alleging the most hideous, the most heinous crimes against humanity. Why would he want to stalk him? Do you feel Daryl Moore want a piece?
Uh-oh. Hey, let me tell y'all something. Larry Reed should never have gotten involved with Manassas and TD Jakes' issue, because what it did was it opened up a can of worms on him, and people are not holding back. Tasha K is preaching her sermon. An angry, mad black woman getting back at a Negro who is homosexual and lying over the pulpit. Go, Tasha. I'm on your side.
Do you feel like he wants to tell the same story that these alleged victims are telling about low T-cell counts and, coming in people's mouth? Do you feel that's what Daryl Moore was looking for?
Wow.
Yeah. Do you? Come on now. We're not finna play no games tonight. Because you're trying to justify your donations to a demon. And you forgot, as a grown adult, to ask yourself why. Don't bring that over here.
Wow.
Don't you bring that over here. Come on now. Don't you bring that over here tonight. We are going to stop with that. That stops tonight. Why would a grown man who lives across state lines want to stalk him and he got 1, 2, 3, 4 boys who are alleging the most heinous crimes, and this man is out here preaching about every other church
Uh-oh.
and their shortcomings, but forgot to put his own church.
Come on, preach,
on the
Tasha.
screen. Don't play with me tonight.
Come on, Tasha.
Don't play with me tonight, because you're trying to justify your donations and your support, because you are no different than him, turning away as he's doing in this picture. And he's using the very money that you donate to bully, to harass, to threaten these boys. Do not play with me tonight. I'm a friend, remember? How could I be biased?
Uh-oh.
I'm his friend. I ate in his house. I used his cake baker. I used his chef. And his chef told me in the kitchen, after this man looked me in my face and told me there was only a vlogger, Daryl Moore, that was stalking and harassing him, but there were no victims. And then the chef said to me, I don't know why these boys would say that. I didn't notice nothing in the house. Well, sis, you didn't notice anything because you were cooking and eating cooch.
Ooh.
How could you when your face is buried between the legs of other women in the house?
Ooh, Sasha, she ain't playing.
That's why your teeth are rotten and falling out.
Oh.
To Larry's chef.
Uh-oh.
Do you really? We're not playing. We're not playing tonight. Okay? We have been working on this for 3 months.
Disclaimer.
3 months. And I would not touch it unless there was a receipt so heavy, it was undisputable that I could just sleep well at night. And I've been sleeping and watching how he's moving. I even called him. I even called Larry and gave him warning, like, hey, is there anything that exists between you and these victims of you apologizing? He said no. They probably took my words and chopped them on my platform. Absolutely not. Our viewers heard that call on TashaKLive.com. That's how heavy it is. That's how sticky it gets. Okay? That's how sticky it gets. I don't see enough likes for this. We are liberating children tonight. I don't see enough likes. Okay? Okay? I don't see enough likes. We got children out here with low T-cell counts, according to them. And their dignity and manhood has been stripped because they've been manipulated through tests. Tests. Everything but an HIV test. And to every member that donate, listen, I ain't here to convince you. I'm just telling you, you ain't coming over here with that damn mess. So you can continue to support, donate, do whatever it is you want to do. Pay for the medical bills, whatever it is that he got going on. You pay for that. You use your money for that. I am not here to tell you what you use your God-earned hard-earned money to tithe with. And when you're on the prayer calls in the morning and he's asking for that 666, you donate $6.66 or $666. You just remember what that 666 really stands for.
Uh-oh.
When you on them prayer calls in the morning on Patreon.
Uh-oh.
You do that. Come on now. Come on now. I'm not alleging anything. These are the victim's words. These ain't my words. These are the victim's words. And it's hard to believe that these men, why would they want to come out and just lie like this? You just got to understand. And then he don't even want to tell what they're angry about. Why? And if they are angry, would they not be in their right mind? Let me keep you. Hold on for a second. Hold on. In 2007, Larry says, who was 17 at the time, him and his mother needed a place to live. This is the court document. This is what Larry is saying. And the family moved from their home in Rayford, North Carolina to Raleigh, North Carolina to live with Bryant. So he put this on his cousin. Said they didn't live with him, the cake baker. Larry Reed, they lived with the cake baker and his wife, whose teeth is rotten from probably eating his cakes and eating too much cooch. And she didn't see nothing because she big and was big between legs of women, but was married to a man. The cake baker. This is everybody in Larry's circle. Okay, and as a part of the ministry, Bryant routinely allowed displaced families and their children to stay with him and his family until they got back on their feet. So he put it all on Shamako. The man's name is Shamako. The bald head guy that's always with Larry. He makes sure everybody keep a bald head now. Easy to wipe off when there's residue and stuff that's being spit out and stuff, you know? Or just... And continue, he said that Levontre Andrews was 17 at a time, and he displayed troublesome and unruly behavior. In 2008, the defendant, who was unable to maintain a steady residence, requested and was allowed to move into the home owned by Reed. So you acknowledge, after you said that there was no home in the police report that Levontre Andrews filed right after he confronted you about doing this to him. But you failed to mention that. You've told your viewers over and over, you've told the internet that it was, how could I do something and it was a dwelling there? It wasn't even a house. How could I do? It was a dwelling. Now you're alleging. See, this is how you don't remember your lies, sir. But when I do my breakdown of it, when it's all out and I put the timeline together, I've already downloaded all the videos and the statements. So you can't go back and delete videos now because you talk too much. And I let you do that for 3 months while we were out in North Carolina interviewing and still interviewing to this day. Okay. So listen. You said he was unable to maintain a steady residence, requested and was allowed to move into a home owned by you. And he filed a police report about that home he was allegedly violated in. This is the lawsuit Larry Reed filed against Levontre Adams. That he, in order to address pending jurisdictional issues, plaintiffs Larry D. Reed and Larry Reed Live LLC, acting through counsel and pursuant to Federal Rule of Civil Procedure, hereby dismiss this action without prejudice and leave the refile. When is the refile? When is the refile? Because this boy been out here on the streets since 2017, been trying to get justice, but you've been trying to abuse him using these 13 pages and lawyers that you got. Let me keep going on because the interview is going to come up here shortly, but I just want you to know what was said from him. So when you go and you listen, I want you to listen. Listen with your heart. Matter of fact, listen with your wallet. When you start listening with your wallet, let me tell you something. When you start listening with your wallet, which means, somebody's trying to sell you something and you know they want money, but you're real skeptical and you use discernment. Tell me how many of y'all do that. I do that. Don't you do that, Chelsea? You listen more. So listen with your wallet the next time he tells you whatever he wants to tell you about these victims, him and his boyfriend that he tricks on and buys cars and computers for with your donations as a 501c3 compliant member. Do not play with me tonight, okay? Do not play with me tonight. Should have bought him more wigs. Should have bought the boyfriend more wigs. Instead, he got to wash out that same wig and clip it in and hold it to the side and shake it out and dry it out for every episode that he gets on live to lie to y'all about on behalf of his financier and trick daddy,
Wow.
Larry Reid Live.
Wow. Wow.
I'm telling you, this was God's moment tonight. I don't even know how I'm doing this. I cannot do this on my own. This is not me. Hold on. Because Larry just got a whole lot of pretentiousness in this lawsuit, talking about how many viewers, how much money he makes, also advertisements and subscribers. The same thing he tells y'all about when he talking about his diamonds and millions of dollars and reality shows with BET and, Yolanda Adams. That's why we played Yolanda tonight, because, that's a language we all understand. The battle is not yours, it's the Lord's. Before we get to, so he said on his YouTube channel, Daryl Moore, the cigar vlogger that y'all claim was stalking Larry, revealed a 2018 police report cover from Raleigh, North Carolina. The police report does not bear Reed's name, but shows the Olesty Drive home street address and reflects an allegation of forcible fondling. You're going to hear about forcibly fondling tonight from Levontre Adams, telling a story about him at 15 years old. Okay? And Moore invited the defendant onto his YouTube channel, where the defendant claimed that he filed the police report. So, and alleging, we're talking about Daryl Moore and Levontre Adams, okay? Because Daryl Moore was the first to give Levontre Andrews a voice. I'm the second. He's the first. Alleging that he reported that he was touched at the age of 14. Reed was never contacted. No charges were ever brought, and there is currently no active investigation into this claim by the Raleigh Police Department. How do you know that and there's a police report, sir? How do you say that there's a police report, but you say there's no active investigation? How do you know that? After an interview on Moore's platform on April 20th, 2021. So let me tell you, this is how far back these allegations go. Reed sent the cease and desist letter to the defendant through his counsel. As a result, he didn't send a cease and desist letter to Levontre Andrews. He sent the grown man who was telling a story about his 15-year-old experience with him. He sent a cease and desist letter to the vlogger. So if I could scare the vlogger, the victims will stand down. Never once. There's other ones that are claiming low T-cell counts and stuff, but this is the first lawsuit and the first to be filed and dismissed by Larry Reid himself. This is, and it happened as of November last year. So you mean to tell me they've been out here on your account since 2021, and this is the first lawsuit that you've ever filed about these allegations, and you dismissed it for the first time ever because it was the only one you filed, all within a month's period. Do not play with me. As a result of the cease and desist letter, it appeared that it refrained that reading false child touching rumors until his most recent alliance with Bishop Lamar Whitehead. What does Lamar Whitehead got to do with you and these boys? These boys telling about a story that happened to them when they were living in your house, that you said was your house. Okay? You done brought somebody else in here. In that case, you should have added Bishop Lamar Whitehead to the lawsuit, but you didn't. You didn't, okay? Hold on for a second. All this is about Whitehead. What does this have to do with? And Whitehead is not on this lawsuit. Like, what are we doing? Same thing you was lying about on your channel. Whitehead. Somebody trying to take me down. These boys was here before Whitehead even entered the picture. What does Whitehead have to do with this? And these boys were here before Whitehead, the bling bling pastor, showed up on the scene. He and trust me, nobody will miss him. He's shining. He blinging. He said his diamonds ain't cloudy, but yours are. Come on now. Come on now. Nothing about, the only thing is only one page about Levontre Andrews that he filed this lawsuit about, but the other 12 pages are all about Whitehead, and nothing explaining angry with Reed for unrelated matters. Nothing. And if you lie and say that he didn't respond to your lawsuit because you said that you couldn't serve him, That's a lie. Levontre Andrews was served. He accepted. He filed a motion that was longer than your lawsuit. Your lawsuit was 13 pages. This motion, in response to your lawsuit, is 26 pages. I don't want to go through it because it's so much, because I'm going to let you just hear his story tonight, okay? So don't you ever open your mouth, your nasty ass, sticky mouth, okay, to ever say that this man did not respond to you in this lawsuit. And then once he responded with 26 pages, you went and filed a motion to dismiss and said it was for jurisdictional reasons. He was ready to go, but you backed out, you and your 12 pages, because you knew that you would have to open up medical reports. You have to give over phones. This is how I know you got to give over phones and computers, because even in my lawsuit with my sister-in-law, they had a whole forensic team that came into my house, right? And they extracted every document on my computer and my phone. That's not what you wanted. That's not what you wanted, brother. You wasn't on that type of time, because they could have used that for taxes and stuff like that. Everybody, let me tell you something. That's not what you wanted. Okay? That's not what you wanted tonight. But like I said, Chelsea is on standby. Unwind with Tasha K. Do you have access to the unwind with Tasha K at gmail.com? Email Chelsea. So you guys can email unwind with Tasha K at gmail.com, and she will give you both the response to the 12-page lawsuit, and count the pages yourself when you print them, YouTube bloggers. If I didn't have faith in y'all, I wouldn't give them to you, because I know y'all know. Y'all get in it. Y'all get sticky with it.
Oh, yeah.
The same way he like it sticky in his mouth. Y'all get sticky. Y'all get sticky with it, okay? So after this said interview, so listen, this ain't got nothing to do with me and Larry's friendship, because like I said, I'm holding up my end of the bargain, and I'm being a friend. Because what type of friend would not free a friend? You're in bondage. Okay? You're in bondage. Listen, I don't see enough likes. I don't see enough likes and support for Levontre Andrews. I am not asking y'all for no money. I'm asking y'all merely to hit that like button. When I see enough likes, we will roll this interview. Otherwise, guess what? Everybody that's on TashaKLive.com, they got a full 2.5 hours, and they're getting almost 10 hours of footage from different victims and accounts and things like that, okay? Helping them to save their sons and their sons' sons from possible alleged predators like this.
That's a shame.
That need facials. They need to probably go check the blood. Figure out why he having muscle spasms, and he got his personal assistant flying everywhere with him just to give him massages, because apparently, according to Levontre Andrews, he loves massages. He loves to give them, and he loves to take them. Okay? Yes. Okay? So listen, while we're giving thanks to our sponsors, okay, I expect around 4,000 likes, okay, before I run this interview with Levontre Andrews. Like I said, we spent months putting this together, okay, and I have 45 minutes of a 2.5-hour interview with him. 45 minutes of YouTube approved content, so that there is no distraction on this content, meaning no age restriction, no nothing like that. You guys get Levontre Andrews and the meat and potatoes. If you do want the extended version, it is alive and well and going heavy on TashaKLive.com for all of $12 a month. You get that, and you get a detox along with Yaki Awakened as well. Okay, we got some sponsors that we need to brag about. Okay, you've been out here bullying and intimidating and stuff like that, so now it's time for us to, return it just a little bit. Okay, so listen, I don't see 4,000 likes. I don't see them. Okay, I don't even need them to be likes. I need them to be dislikes or something. I just need you to engage. Okay, I will run this commercial again. I'm gonna give y'all 1 minute. I will run the commercials again. And what Yaki had to say, because we got that full interview with Yaki Awaken, because we're doing, like I said, for the next 15 days on TashaKLive.com, we are cleansing, we are detoxing, we are purifying, we are telling the truth, we are being great friends, okay? We are being there for one another. Everybody posting their detoxes. It takes a friend to do this. When you know somebody, you're well equipped for it. It's just like my mama knowing me, or my daddy, They the best to do it, to do the job. Come on now, 400 more likes, to do the job. I am a great friend. This is what friendship looks like. So to any friends that I have out there, if I find out that you are hiding something as such, I'm going to be a friend and I'm going to tell everybody about it. Ask my team. They'll tell you. Are there any secrets in here? Chelsea, Jasmine, Shaq, are there any secrets in here? No, we don't operate in secrecy. Our team is not even. Are y'all on NDAs? Nobody's on an NDA. Why? Because everything is open. We believe in being pure self here. We believe in being pure self. And so listen, without further ado, a famous, because he famous, BET, Yolanda Adams, Nene Leakes, you famous. This is what famous look like. When you famous, this is what it look like. Welcome to fame. Everything that you prayed to God and the devil about, welcome to fame, okay? Oh, real quick, before we run this interview. Bigo, for those of y'all that subscribe using my link in the description box to Bigo Live tonight, we are giving free prizes out, okay? We are giving free prizes out. So you make sure you use that link and you subscribe to our Bigo on Bigo, okay? So you make sure the link is below in the description box. You don't use that link, you don't qualify, okay? 9,000. See how God works? I can't dress for the Lord today. I'm coming to take, look, first lady. First lady, okay? So, without further ado, I appreciate your patience. I appreciate your undivided attention. I appreciate you allowing God to speak tonight, using this young man, because I really believe that unfortunately when some things like this happen and they happen the way that they happen to him, that, you know, we will all be used if we have the courage enough to allow God to lead us, okay? Because you don't find heterosexual men that are out here telling these stories like this. They take it to their grave, or they take it and they do other things. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Larry's lucky that he's here. Larry's lucky that he's still here. He is, because you just don't know how people will respond to stuff like this. You just don't know. You ain't met the right person yet, brother. I believe God has spared you for this moment, because it could have went a different way. It could have went a different way for you. Had it would have been my child, I would have been like this. Clay, Clay. See you on the other side, brother. Well, I may pass you going through the gate. So, without further ado, a famous pastor accused of paying teenage boys to come in his mouth. Dr. Larry Reed Live, you are the first installment of our PPP, Pastor, Prophet, or Pedo. This is your question to answer, viewers. Roll that footage.